Hi, my name's Anna Beach, and I'm an interpretive student aide at Sunol Regional Wilderness. Today we will be learning about laundry. While laundry might not seem like a very exciting topic, laundry has actually been part of human existence since the use of clothes began. But as time has gone on, different laundering practices have come into use. In ancient Rome, there was actually the modern equivalent of a laundromat, where men would launder clothing for a fee. Since the clothes are made of wool, and Italy is a warm climate, these early laundromats were important to keeping people's hygiene. Later in medieval Europe, laundry became a household chore that was commonly performed by the women of the households. And it was accompanied by using lye soap and using rivers, water, and rocks to beat the clothing to get them nice and clean. In the late 1700s, the first washing machine was created from a rotating barrel that had a hand crank to spin the clothes. Since the Geary family had access to Alameda Creek, they more than likely used a washboard or used the water from Alameda Creek to wash clothes. Some of these instruments used by the Geary was, again, the washboard. And this washboard, the original one, was created in 1833 and was dubbed the Great American Invention because it made clothes washing easy for anyone. To use the washboard, you'd rub your wet, sudsy clothes on the board to clean them. And this pushes the soap through your clothes to get all the dirt and stuff out of it. Another instrument for laundry is the agitator. And it kind of looks like a big metal plunger. So what you do is you put this in your wash basin with all your clothes and water and soap. You'd use this to agitate it, kind of like how a washing machine spins your clothes, but it's a handheld version. Bluing is also another thing that was used. This would be added to the wash water of your clothes and was usually used only on whites, but you only want to use a very little bit. And what this does is the blue in it makes your white clothes actually look brighter and whiter. But don't use too much because you'll actually end up with blue clothes. There are many different types of soap for laundering today. But back then, you didn't have too many options. The options that you had were borax, which is just a kind of powdery washing detergent, a washing soap, which is in a solid brick, or you also have something called lye soap. And lye soap's a really cool thing because it's made out of animal fat and ash. And actually does suds up like other soaps. But it's really hard to use because it's really harsh on your hands. So using this a lot can actually really wear on your hands. So these other washing options are really good. And last but not least, the clothesline. The clothesline is really important because you need to, when you're done washing all your clothes and they're wet, you need to find a place to hang them up and dry. So you can see over here, I have a shirt hung up and pinned onto the line to dry. Can you imagine doing all of your laundry by hand after gathering the water from a nearby creek? Back then, they didn't have as many clothes as we do today, so they made sure to wear an outer layer like an apron that would get cleaned a lot more often and keep their clothes underneath nice and clean. Washing your clothes by hand is hard work, but a good way to easily feel like a real homesteader would be to spend a clothesline somewhere in your yard or porch to air dry your clothes. You'll save on your energy bill too. I hope that you enjoyed learning about laundry and its history at this year's Hootenanny.